Hi guys, how are you? I was thinking today that we're all pushed by the universe to slow down and to be home more, right? And it's not really about just being home and losing patience or being antsy or fighting with our household people, right? It's really about the universe is giving us an opportunity to stop, to slow down, to maybe learn something new, right? Maybe a language, maybe I don't know, something that you always wanted to learn. And I decided that I'm gonna do short videos as much as I can, maybe every day, maybe a few times a week, and give you some astrology notes and points, and so you can learn, so you can know a little bit more about astrology, because this is my passion. And I actually want to start with the understanding of why we're doing it, and what's the purpose of it. What we do is Kabbalistic astrology, and the purpose of it is really to show us what we call in Kabbalah our tikkun, the process of the tikkun that we came to make, to go through in this lifetime. And tikkun means correction, which means that we all come to this lifetime with a purpose, with something that we need to do. We need to either correct things, we need to strengthen certain things about us, certain things we need to eliminate altogether, certain things we're going to have to deal with, right? Like sometimes in life we have to say, yeah, that's what I'm probably going to have to deal with in this lifetime, and see what it's here to teach me. So each and every one of us has a life lesson or many life lessons that we are here to learn. And astrology is basically giving us the understanding of what are the life lessons that we are here to learn, and from there to grow. I'm going to do the first time, I'm going to tell you a brief of all the signs, and I'm going to give you a really cool way to remember that. Basically, we start with Aries, which is the first sign of the zodiac, and Aries is that sign that is always about being first, always wants to be number one, always wants to do things that are beginning, groundbreaking, no patience, always wanting to be the best and the first. And that's why Aries' correction, tikkun, in this lifetime will be that they're going to be a little more impulsive than the rest of the sign. Because if I always want to be first, sometimes I'm going to be first without even thinking about it, right? So Aries is about slow down, think before you do. Then came Taurus right after and said, of course I'm going to slow down. I'm not going to do anything too fast. I'm going to think about everything before I do it. I'm going to plan. I'm going to take my time. I'm going to make sure that before I make a change, I exhausted all the other options. So Tauruses come here to actually overcome the fear of change, because by their nature, they're going to want to stay in the same situation because they feel safer, better the devil you know. Then came Gemini right after Taurus, looks at the Taurus and says, no change, it's boring. I want to do things fast. I want to try new things. I want not only physical change, I want mental change. I want always to be in motion. I want always to be on the go. I want to change so much that it's going to be all over the place. But that's why the Gemini can be too much all over the place. That's why the Gemini can try a little bit of everything, but not finish things, right? So the Gemini's work is actually to connect to a real commitment, to be more deep into things. And because the Gemini is so like that, airy, and all over the place. Anything that has to do with sticking to one thing or being so deep emotionally into situations is not their thing so much. Cancer came right after, looked at the Gemini and said, wait. No commitment. All I want is family. No emotions. All I want is to feel. All I want is to be home, to be protected, to be taken care of. All I want is to feel the safety of my introvert personality, and everything needs to be safe and quiet and even shy. Cancers came to work on overcoming shyness, overcoming the overly emotional personality, and the deep introversion of theirs. Comes the Leo and says, shyness. Shyness is not my thing. I want everybody to see me, to look at me, to give me attention. I want to be a leader. I want to be the center of everything. Look at me, admire me, respect me. Comes the Virgo and says, all that, like everything outside, everything big, everything dramatic. No. I want to be actually on the details, on the service. I don't want to be the center of attention. I don't want everybody just to look at me and tell me how amazing I am. It's enough if they just acknowledge it quietly. I'm going to be perfect and make sure that nobody sees when I'm not. So I'm going to pay attention to all the details and make sure I'm perfect. But if other people are not perfect, I'm kind of like look at them and judge them for that, because I can't stand imperfection. Comes the Libra and says, judgment. Why to judge? Every person has their own perspective of the situation. There are two sides to everything. Everything can be contemplated in many directions. So I don't want to judge, but I also don't want to make decisions because I don't know if I'm right. I don't know. I don't want to make up my own opinions about something that maybe is not correct. So let me just not make decisions about things. I prefer not to make decisions. What's the work of the Libra? To learn to make decisions. And then comes the Scorpio and says, not to make decisions. Let somebody else make the decision for me? Not in a million years. I am going to be the boss. I am going to be in control. Not only am I not going to let other people control me, I'm going to control everything else around me. Why? Because if I don't control, I'm going to get neglected. I'm not going to get what I need. I'm not going to get, my emotional and physical needs met. Comes Sagittarius and says, not get things. I get everything. I'm lucky. I'm free. All I work on is to stay a kid forever, to stay free, to do anything that I want to do. I'm so free that I want no commitment, no responsibilities, just learning, traveling, and exploring. Comes the Capricorn. No responsibilities. Freedom is your number one thing. No. I want responsibilities. Otherwise, how things are going to get done? I want to be in charge. I want to take responsibilities. I want to be serious. I want to take everything with a lot of consciousness of hard working, pushing myself, becoming always better, and desiring the top of the mountain. But I'm going to do everything with a lot of self-respect and with a lot of intense discipline and with a lot of sense of heaviness and responsibility. And yes, there are rules in this world. Came the Aquarius and said, rules? Rules? You're asking me to follow rules? No rules here. I want to do everything according to my rules. I want to have freedom. I want to care for the whole world. I want to care about humanity. I'm going to help fixing this humanity because my vision is so big and broad. I see so much the big picture that I'm not really seeing the person that is in front. I have a concept of what I want them to be, but to really know them on a deep emotional level, no. Then I need to feel. And feeling, now why should you feel if you can think? Comes the Pisces and says, not feeling. How can you not feel the pain of the world? People suffer every day. People die every day. There's so much sadness. There's so much suffering. There are children in this world that are orphans. How can we not feel the pain? How can we not think about everybody all the time from the place of sacrifice? How can we not experience the emotions in such an intense way that makes us even sad and even too much into the dramatic emotion? And the work of the Pisces is to learn to overcome those dramatic emotions, overcome that overly needing to sacrifice for everybody else. Comes the Aries and says, sacrifice for everybody else? But I'm number one. It needs to be all about me and my desire and my strength, and not looking too much into all that. Looking in the future, looking ahead, pushing. Class number one, guys. I'm not testing you, but I hope you enjoyed, and I hope we'll do it again tomorrow. Have an amazing, amazing day, and stay safe, and stay happy, and positive, okay? Everything eventually, we'll see why it happened, and eventually it always turns to the best. Have a great day.